Phone call. Now that I got the lids placed on top, I'm going to actually screw them on with their rings. But you want them, when you do the rings, you just want them barely hand tight. You don't want to, if you tighten them down, you'll blow out the jar. You'll have busted potatoes all over inside your canner. So don't reef them down. Just tighten them down enough that they're finger tight, and the canner will do the rest, or the pressure cooker. I'll be right back. All right, I placed them in there. I got 9 in there. So now what I'm going to do is, without the lid on, I'm going to let this at full heat run for 10 minutes, maybe 12. As soon as this gets up to par, and I at least 10 minutes in, I can put the weight on, at which time I will then set the timer for 40 minutes. This is called the cold pack. This stuff will take 40 minutes to cook down, but when it's done, man, it is the best eating in the world. So I'll be back with you roughly in another 10 minutes, just so I can show you. I don't have the thing on right now, the weight. I will put that weight on when we get to the point it's time to let it start pressure cooking it. Right now it's doing its thing. It's super hot. Potatoes are in there and they're going away. They're cooking away. So I will see you guys back here shortly in about 9 minutes, and we will put the weight on, and we will have another little brief discussion about why I do this, and I'll see you guys again shortly. Hey, do me a favor. Remember, like and subscribe. Help a brother out. My channel's about everything. Every day. RV living, hunting, fishing, camping, preserving my own foods, stockpiling, keeping my water straight, all these things. So do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe down there, and I'll see you guys shortly. All right, I'm back. Now, this has been going for 10 minutes. It's at a full boil. So now we're going to place our little weight. Here, let me turn on the light. Place our little weight. Put it on top. Let it do its thing. I'll come back as this is starting to climb right here on the gauge. When you see this starting to climb up, I will come back and turn down the heat to where my pressure maintains around 8 to 10 psi. My goal is to try to keep it around 8 to 10, no more. I'll see you guys when it rises. Alright guys, we're starting to get a rise on our needle now. You can see it going up right here. Once that gets just between the 5 and the 10, which I'm looking for around 8 pounds, we'll turn this down just a little bit. And then work at maintaining. You'll literally be down to like 2 or 3 on a gas burning stove, just barely a flame enough to keep it going hot to maintain that pressure. That'll run for around 20 to 25 minutes that way. At the end of that process, I'll start back up the video and I'll explain the next steps as to the cooling process so that you can actually remove the cans from the container. And then we'll run one more batch. It'll be 3 jars, and that'll give me a total of 12. I totally miscounted it before. 10 pounds gave me 12 cans, and they're bigger than a can that you'd buy at the store, but smaller than a big quart-sized jar, which I don't. It's just me. I don't need that much like that. Not all at one time. Now I want lots and lots of these little ones, but the next video I do for you guys, I think I'm going to do some beef. I might do chicken. Chicken's a good one too. Get some good chicken breast, and then go through that process again. But I use the smaller jam jars for that because I need less of the chicken with my meals than I do the amount of potatoes. I guess you're in a survival situation if the grid goes down and everything goes bad. But if you're not, it's still a healthy meal for one person. By the time you add your potatoes, you add your carrots, and you add your chicken or beef or pork. You can can any of that stuff. I've done it all. Pork is okay. You just got to try to get it as lean as possible. Trim away all the fat. You can do that too. But we'll do a video on that one too. Next up, I think, will be canning beef. I think I want to do some beef. And then I also have some stuff already in place to do 6 pounds of beef jerky. And when I do the jerky, again, I can it up into my jars, but I use a vacuum sealer in the lids to suck all the air out and that whole process, so that helps keep that for a long time. I also use bags and vacuum seal it in the bags too, but that's when I'm trying to sell it or whatever. And again, when I do some jerky, there'll be links below, or you could buy some of my jerky. It's fantastic, and I'll show you how to do it in such a simple process, and it'll give you the meat you need, the proteins you need in a grid down scenario, natural disaster, World War 28, whatever, with whoever, however. But the whole purpose of my video channel is just to be able to survive. I don't want to depend on anybody. I want to be able to know that I can do my own foods and everything. And the next thing coming, big thing coming, will be catch, clean, and cooks. I'm trying to work on that. I'm not the greatest fisherman. I'm not the greatest archer. I have harvested fish. I have harvested deer. I've harvested small game, you name it. But it was always with a gun. And I'm not trying to get... Man, if I go out harvesting small game, I'll probably use a pellet gun or something, an air gun. I like the challenge of it. Right now, wildlife is like 10 and stalker is like 0, but we're going to change that. We're working on it. Folks, I'll be back shortly with the tail end of this. Okay, what I just did right now, my timer went off. It's been 40 minutes. I'm relieving the pressure. You see that or not? Until this little thing right here falls. When this falls, that's when I can take this lid off, because right now it's showing it's under pressure. Once I take that lid off, that thing falls down and I take that out, then I can get into the cans. But you want to let them cool at their own pace. You don't want to rush that. Just get the pressure off the canner, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you shortly. Alright, fans, friends, and followers, YouTube world. Here's the finished product. I now have, right now, 9 canned potatoes. And you can hear them popping. You'll hear it in the video. Pop, pop, pop. That's them lids closing down and sealing. This is going to be great. Man, there's nothing better than some stuff you did yourself. Took care of that yourself. That's what makes it... You know what's in there. You're not being poisoned. Well, I don't know for sure on potatoes. It could be GMO. Who knows? But, I try to grow my own if I had the opportunity. I'm just not in that homestead position yet. Next 4 years, maybe I'll get there. But right now, I'm canning my food as much as possible. And the process of that is guaranteeing that I'm getting as clean as you can possibly get. I don't have any preservatives in here. And this stuff will keep. I'm telling you, I got a jar down there, 4 years old. I'm going to break that bad boy out for dinner tonight. And I'm going to have that. Mashed potatoes, some gravy, some chicken. Sounds good to me. Anyway, fans, friends, followers, I appreciate you. Don't forget, hit the like and the subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let's see my channel grow. And remember, I got giveaways coming. As soon as I get my t-shirts, I will line you out on those and debut that. Peace. God bless each and every one of you.